Collective bargaining is where a group of people, like the ACOs, would be the collective. We're a collective group of people that, and we bargain for certain things like pay raises, medical, insurance, that kind of stuff, benefits that we can get from the employer. And rather than having the employees go head to head with the state, the union represents us. They're like a buffer between the two, and collectively we bargain for these things. And that's what that means. Before I was born, back in the day, they didn't have representation, so employees didn't have any representation, so employers would pretty much do what they wanted to do. State, people, there wasn't anything to protect the employee from being abused, so to speak. So you get together with a bunch of people that think like you do, and you unionize. You get together, you form a union of employees, and to me, I think that's how it started. I can't give you dates and times, but that's pretty much how it all began. It's to protect our rights and what we believe in and how we feel we should be treated. And it's a good thing when you think about it.
Collective bargaining. I think that basically started with a group of people that wanted to improve their livelihood, get better, working conditions, better benefits, basically to improve their lives for themselves and for their families. And to that common goal, I think they created the unions. Corrections were so widely spread. I mean, we're on different islands, we never see each other, but we all still have the same goals, the same common goals to get better benefits, better pay, better working conditions, and we need a union.
My opinion is a whole bunch of people getting together, or the employees getting together to a common goal, addressing with the employer from the employee side, conditions, work safety, sick leave, vacation, whatever it is, pay, that we get paid fairly for the amount of work that we do, and having somebody represent you, not necessarily you represent yourself, but having a union represent you also too.
Really, basically, collective bargaining is sitting across the table. You have the employees, their representatives. So I'm here representing all members of Unit 10, and there's 5 other people with me in the executive negotiating committee, and we sit across the table from the employer. What they did back in the old days, I have no idea, but collective bargaining is basically that, and each of you share your proposals, and you have an open discussion, and then you decide whether you accept or you don't accept.
Collective bargaining is what we can do together versus one person trying to fight for their rights or any rights alone. Collectively, we can do it all together, and there's power in more people fighting for the same cause.
Hello, my name is Eric Acosta, and I work at Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind, and I am the head custodian there. And I've been working there for 28 years. So for collective bargaining, focusing on what the right thing is to do, fixing problems, making those negotiations, talking in the office, helping everybody, and making sure that, all of the custodians have what they need.
I feel it's a good thing that all us members, brothers and sisters, can get together and brainstorm on what we want as far as the contract goes, and I feel that the bargaining unit as a whole is a must.
It says collective bargaining is a process of negotiation between employers and a group of employees aimed at agreements to regulate working salaries, working conditions, benefits, and other aspects of worker compensation and rights.
Collective bargaining would be where our union, UPW, collectively bargains, negotiates for our contract, for our rights, for our pay, our work rights, everything, but it's collective as in we do it all for all members of our union, no matter what department they're in, as long as they're with our bargaining unit. We collectively bargain for everyone, and we try to negotiate a sound contract.
Collective bargaining. I would say that it would mean that we as a collective, all of the members, have the ability to bargain for different things as a unit and have our union representatives bring those ideas to the table.
Collective bargaining means to me, it's about negotiating for all.
Collective bargaining. It's a union. Unions are many things, and it's many people. And when we do collective bargaining, it's all one voice to say yes or no. And we like it, pay wages, but I'd rather have a union representation. If I go individual, I'm not going to negotiate that much better. But if I have many voices behind me to say, we're doing a collective bargaining unit, and this is what we want. We want pay raises, we want vacation, sick leave. And that's what I think about collective bargaining. Thank you.
Bargain. Where all the workers band together, they hold hands. Together we're stronger, and we put our demands forth, tell them what our needs are. They have to take us more seriously.
Because we all know that there is strength in numbers. That's the whole basis of our democratic society, is the strength in numbers. It's the whole basis of our democratic society to get an idea of what is best for the group without totally forgetting what is good for the individual.
So when we talk about bargaining, collective bargaining, I believe this is where our members should get together and view what they want and what we should get. For example, our jail needs to upgrade. We're talking about the safety for our men, safety and sanitation. We should agree, and the members should come up and vote and speak what we need to improve in our facilities or wherever we work in the Department of Public Safety.
Collective bargaining is gathering all the information or information from the workers and bargaining with the employer.
All right, collective bargaining, in my own words, is when you have many ideas, you come together and you try to come to a complete one.
I like collective bargaining because it gives us, the people that are down at the bottom, a chance to get our voices heard and our opinions heard to the people up top. So when we all come together and we can talk about it and we can get our situations resolved, or things that we need to get corrected and resolved, I think that's a good thing.
A bunch of my peers getting together and deciding what's good for us and the general group. So, the full negotiating committee, the executive negotiating committee, were voted on by members. So they represent myself and my peers in the contract negotiations. I believe we get a fair shake that way. I believe it's a good thing for us.
I guess just people coming together for one common goal, just to get everybody involved, being on the same page, to band together, to come together as one. Unity is power.